I'm a pension lawyer at the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan Board. I've been practicing in the area of pension benefits and executive compensation for most of my career. So I work in an in-house environment, and what's really great about that is you get to be part of the work from the very beginning. And what I bring to the role is a shared belief in what we're trying to accomplish. And I know a lot of times people view lawyers as the people who say no. And I view myself as part of the team to get to yes. And what I do is I bring a deep expertise in the area that I practice pensions, so they know that when we get to yes, it's because I've thought through everything we need to think through, and I know we can get there and still protect the organization from what we need to be protected from. Working as an in-house lawyer means I'm often part of a team process from the beginning. But the one team experience that really stands out for me was a very challenging document that needed to be updated. It's called our funding management policy. It's a very technical document. It's an important document for the organization because it guides our plan sponsors, the Ontario government and the Ontario Teachers Federation, regarding how they will spend surplus or deal with deficits. And as you can imagine, that's a very charged topic. But the document's also very technical and involved a lot of different subject matter experts. I was working on the pension law side. We also worked with actuaries, both internal and with the government and with the Ontario Teachers Federation. So it was a real opportunity to show how having different areas of expertise together can work together to make a product fantastic. The challenge in the legal profession that I experience most acutely is the number of women who decide to leave the practice after just a few years. In my experience, that is almost exclusively women who make that choice at a certain point in their career because they find it difficult to balance the other things in their life with the practice of law. What I hope to do over my career is change the culture in a way that men and women who have the same desires for balance have the same opportunities, and the kinds of things that have often been considered, mommy track or lady track, are no longer associated with a gender, that it really is just men and women who have desires outside of their work that the work environment can accommodate. I find the practice of law very fulfilling. I'm very lucky that I work in an area that has a real impact on people. I work at the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan Board, which administers the pensions for 300,000 members and retirees. And that means that what I do every single day is working towards ensuring that someone has their monthly pension going into their bank account for the rest of their life. So I find that an extraordinary privilege that I'm working not only for pensioners, but people who were educators their whole lives. So for me, I've really landed in a really wonderful place where what I do has a meaningful impact on people every day. I've done lots of volunteering in my career. The one that was the most meaningful for me was an organization called Roots of Empathy. And Roots of Empathy is an anti-bullying organization, and they've taken a unique approach. Their approach is to bring newborn babies into classrooms. And I had the privilege of bringing my newborn baby into a classroom for a year at a school here in Toronto. And she was 2 months when we started and 8 months old when we finished. And not only did I get to see how engaging the children were with her, I got to see the children themselves develop over the year, and I witnessed how they became warmer and more empathetic with her as she became more of a person. And that's one of the things that Roots of Empathy does, as the name suggests. It's realized that when people have this kind of exposure to such a vulnerable, small human, that it really brings out their own empathy.